South Africans in our wahala, your problem is plenty. You leave it to come and be fighting Nigerians. It's how you people don't even love yourselves for me. But you leave your own wahala to come to Nigeria. So there's this Spaza shop issues. It's like saying all these kiosks or maybe places where all these small shops people go to buy things that a lot of South Africans, once you're a foreigner and you're doing a business, they will come after you. They will lie against you so that they can bring down that business. They don't want foreigners, but they have not driven the people in Uraina. Is it Uraina or Uraina? They've not driven them. Once you're a black foreigner, they come for you with all their might and all their strength, fighting you, ensuring that, in fact, to the point that they said police officers will come to your shop and they will ask you, they will collect your whatever you're selling, test it, and then when they now say they want to go and do they want to go and do more investigation, they will pack the things plenty and go. If you allow them to pack, they'll go and tell another police officer and tell him that, and their police, you think Nigerian police is corrupt? You don't know. You've not met South African police. I remembered a lady whose insurance issues went on. I was following it on a South African TV network. Oh my God. This lady went as far as, telling the man, making friends with him. The man retired. So she ensured that the man gave her the opportunity to help them process everything for her insurance to collect the money. This lady went to unalive that guy and claimed everything and took the money. When the people now met someone that was working in that office, have you seen that they've paid your brother the money? Say, which money? He said, the police officer now that we're interfacing with, she's the one this matter was handled in Durban. This matter I'm talking about was handled in Durban. And when all these things happen, you never hear them say anything about it. But the moment it is a foreigner who has issues, you see what they will do. Now, this Spaza shop they are talking about, there are shops that people go there to buy things at very affordable prices. They are like, kiosks, all those kind of things. They are very affordable prices. So they now went and said that 20 children, at first they said they were 6. So the first time I heard about this story, they said there were 6, I think 3 or 6 children. Now they say there are over 20 children that were unalived by eating poison in a foreigner shop. So I'm wondering, how can a foreigner who has been selling for many years all of a sudden now have things that are poisonous in the food they are selling? Moreover, these people, these foreigners are not the producers of this food. So now they are saying that the foreigners, that when the South Africans own shops, they are very lazy. So they don't push for anything. Things come to them free cost. The government give them stipends. So why do they need to suffer? They don't do anything. They are lazy about everything. So they now decided that they should register these shops so that they can investigate and follow up the thing. Now, they are going to make the registration, according to what one guy said who was analyzing, they are going to make the registration very cumbersome. Just like when you are traveling to Europe, they give you too many paperwork to do so that you will get tired and be discouraged from coming. So they will give you, the South African government will give you plenty, paperwork to do so that you'll be discouraged, so that it is and they will give you criteria. It's the South Africans that will still own the Spaza shops. Okay, if the South Africans own the Spaza shop, they are very lazy, they don't use it. They will still lease it to foreigners who will now do the business and be paying them a certain percentage. So let's make this whole thing make sense. Now, their president Ramaphosa had told them that it is not, they have tested those products in those shops. That was not the reason why those children were unalived. That the children, it could be food poisoning. Let me tell you what food poisoning is. Food poisoning is not like somebody brought poison and put in your food. It shows that you ate something that was not good with your system, and it became a poison to your system. That doesn't mean somebody poisoned you. It can happen to even cooked food. It can happen to canned food. It can happen to anybody. And that is why you should be careful as a South African pushing this narrative. Be careful. You have children. I know you don't care about your children. Because if you did care, you will be in a marriage, not to have pregnancies from different men and have different children. So you don't really care. That's why you're always pushing narrative to push other people's children, other people under the bus. Now, when the president told them that this thing, we have tested it, it doesn't have any substance that would have unalived these children. So you people have things, cleaning agents in your homes that your children tamper with without washing their hands, and they eat with these things, and they eat, maybe use it to eat food, and they get unalive. This could be the reason why these children are unalive, not the Spaza shop, but the South Africans. Because of this, is it the Lulu, the Lala, whatever protests they were doing that time, those ones don't want foreigners to even register anything. So they are trying to make it very difficult for foreigners. So people on the comment section said something. By the way, this content, I listened to it on my sister's channel. She's a South African, but she's my sister because she's married to a Nigerian and she's always saying the truth. She does not support South African nonsense. And the name of her channel is The African Tea. You can check her out. Subscribe to her channel. Tell her you're coming from Mom of Triplets channel. Somebody on the comment section said, this is really sad. My advice to foreigners in South Africa is to find their way out as soon as possible. Leave the country. That's what this person is saying. He said, I can't imagine living under these conditions of constant pressure and fear. That's what they do. If South Africans can lie on your head just to unalive you, they've done it to a man in my community. They were having a disagreement with somebody. They just hit a bottle and did they do. I don't want to mention it as it is. They unalived that guy. They have unalived a lot of Nigerians in South Africa because they will just lie and say they caught them with powder. Okay, show us the powder now. They cannot provide it, and the South African government will always protect their own. This matter will not see the light of day. So the owner of the channel now responded and said, I often wonder it's enough having kids being bullied in school because they are foreigners. Are you listening? They even bully foreigners' children. He said you can't walk uncomfortably with your handbag because someone may take it from you. Can you imagine? South Africans, the level of theft happening ongoing in your place. You don't see the criminality happening in your country, especially living in those thatch houses, all those pacha houses. You don't see them, but you come from Nigeria. It's a shame, Sha. This is the South African writing that people snatch bags. You snatch bags. You bully people's children in school. This is not good. It is not good. Always speak to your children to stop it. Okay? You cannot sleep because you don't know who can show up on your door at night. It's a South Africa that is writing this. And anything happen, nobody will listen because you are a foreigner. The non-South African in Africa, I salute you, people. Oh God. This person said, please leave immediately. Of course, you know them now. They always come. This other one said, we as South Africans shall never ever be told how to run our country or our lives by people who comes from failed states. South Africa is beautiful and is growing. We are not a failed state. Yeah, Stephen Tashababla. Your country is failed. Any country that does not protect the people that live in their country is a failed state, because you don't protect you people go to other countries, they protect you, but when people come to your country, you don't protect them, you harm them, you steal from them. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And then another person said, this guy who is always dropping comments, he said, this woman, she is something else. Spaza is a South African business. It's a South African business, they know. But you lease it out because of your laziness. Do you do anything? No, you don't. This person said, we did fight appetite to hand over everything to anybody. What to own the means of production ourselves. Hey, yeah. This somebody now responded and say, you actually thought chanting on the streets of Soweto got you your liberation. Oh my word, sad. It is not the chanting in Soweto that got you your liberty. That's what somebody said. Another person say you never had anything to hand over in the first place, as the economy is owned by the whites. You also do not have means of production, as the opportunity was denied you by the same people. You are rightfully fighting for the means and opportunity to sell products produced by the white in your country. He said, how I wish you were expending energy to get land and means to meaningfully production like farming and mining. When you do not own means of production, what you consume, you will still corporate bondage. So you see, people know you too well that you are lazy, you don't do anything. The whites have taken over everything and you own nothing, yet appetite has all left.